Fox Sports The Gambler, The Divide Live. Mike Powers here. Special guest, Brendan Graham. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, man?
This is a game changer for sure. How's life?
Life is good, man. Life is happening right now at a fast pace, so I'm trying to slow it down a little bit.
Super jealous. Like, honestly, you announced you're retiring, right?
Yep.
After you got one more year,
Yeah.
which is amazing. But I was just telling you, I'm 1985, you're 1988. And if I get to retire, it's probably in 25 more years or so.
Man, that is crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I gotta be following suit with you, man. Give me another set of skills in this area.
I was gonna say, so do you have an idea? I know it's still fresh, everything. You got to enjoy this last year for sure before you start thinking. But are there other passions you have in this world that you really want to tap into?
Well, you know what? I'm going to this media boot camp that NFL's offers, and I'm going there April 9th through the 11th. And so they're going to put me through a bunch of this and hosting my own shows. And I want to see just how I do.
Let's go.
Because I like what I sound like, but it's just all about knowing what I'm talking about and getting those early jitters out of now, lights, camera, action, it's time. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking forward to it because it's opportunity that I should have took advantage of, but hey, never say never. And it's never last. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm doing it right now. I'm
Right.
pretty much doing it right now, so I'm excited.
Speaking of lights, camera, action, you were just on TV, Abbott Elementary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got a bunch of questions for that one.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I couldn't believe you guys were on that long on a Zoom call.
Yeah.
Was it really Zoom or was there like cameras behind?
It was really Zoom. Like we was in Philly and they was there and we can see them.
Yeah.
And they can see us during that time. And it was cool because I didn't realize it was all them people behind. It wasn't all them people. They edited it somewhere. They looking at us, but they don't never show all the people because we didn't see all them people that was in that room.
Really?
Yeah,
I was wondering what the movie magic was. I was like, I couldn't wait to ask you that because the messaging's awesome with that show.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I went to school to be a teacher, and I'm not a teacher because you can't provide for a family.
Right.
Like, it absolutely stinks. So it means a lot. One, the messaging, even in that TV show, was amazing because we were just talking earlier about family and stuff like that. And, I have a daughter. So I'm like, some man's going to ask her to marry her. I hope she gets to have a decision because it's almost like the biggest gotcha moment in the world. And that happened on that show. So it was awesome. Obviously you're going to kill it in media. And that was just so cool to see.
Man, I appreciate it. That was so cool for them to hit me up and say, hey, we want Brandon too. So I was like, oh, man, no question.
So my dad never got to see me in this outlet. Like before I ever started podcasting, he was already gone for a few years. I just got to sit in on a phone call with you and your dad. And it really got me, man. You guys, that's so awesome. Were there any other figures in your life that like gave you a memorable moment that you'll never forget? I'll give you an example. My coach, Fred Brighton, he had this motto, down by 2, right? So when we were playing baseball, where the score was always down by 2, we got a crooked number on the board. I go up to him after I hit a double. I had a little bit of swag. I'm like, Coach, what's the score? And he's like, down by 2. And I rolled my eyes. And he grabbed my shoulder and he's like, Mike, if you live your life like you're always down by 2, you will always win. Yeah, like it stuck with me, man. That's like 9-year-old me, like just right? Yep. So is there anything like that in your life or any other leaders that you're like, dude, that guy just changed my life?
Well, you know what? I think for me, my first moment was when I was in my dad's car. And I had got hit in football and the first time in pads. And so I was 7. I quit. I didn't want to play no more. And so my dad had this talk with me like, look, man, you started it, you finished it. But if you don't want to do it next year, it's cool. But you started it already, so you might as well go ahead and finish it because you can't quit. You know what I'm saying? We don't quit over here and all that stuff. So that's what even now, like it's hard. Yeah. Like it's just hard because it's about to be over. But I ain't quitting. But it's just about to be over. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I always had that mindset. Like when man, like somebody looking at me right now. Now it's my kids, but it was my mom and dad. Like when I'm out on that field, I just know somebody watching me, like, so I'm always like, I can't quit when I get tired,
Well,
so that's what kind of stuff.
Philly is beyond excited that you did not quit.
Yeah.
We thank you for not quitting.
No, I appreciate you.
And one other thing, Gary Richard taught me this at an older age, and it was passion outweighs ability. And I believe that with all my heart. And that's why I try to be as passionate as I can. And when you announced that was going to be in the locker room, you could just sense that you were going to leave it all out on that field.
Yeah, man. And it's so cool just to, like what you said, like, man, it's like you down by 2. It's like, man, you can't get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's really in everything. Like, you can't get comfortable because you can get comfortable because you see what it's like when you in the prime of that moment. Yeah. But as soon as some stuff go bad, that's when you really see what you got. You know what I'm saying? And you see the real of things. So it's like being down by 2. I mean, I'm already feeling like that. So it's like, whatever, y'all. Whatever you do to me, I'm already knowing I got to go to the next thing. Yeah,
let's go. I'm actually happy I helped you.
Yeah, that's cool, though. I ain't never heard it like that, but that's cool.
Yeah, it's definitely, and it opens doors because 2 is not enough to quit, or give up on yourself, but it's enough to be like, I gotta get going. Yeah. Because if you're down 2, especially on a baseball field, you're still in it, but it's tough, right? You gotta
because the next person that's up on you right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you coming right behind them. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa.
So you're from Detroit. I know you said you were rooting for the Lions a little bit. They should have acted like they were down by 2. Like,
no, boy.
It was funny because, like, with all that nonsense with script and all that other stuff, how many people do you think really would have thought the world was scripted if Eminem versus Taylor Swift would have happened in the Super Bowl?
Ooh, that would have been crazy. Oh, man. Hey, but Taylor Swift won that battle already. Because halftime, that boy, he thought he was, and I thought it was, too. I thought we was going to see Eminem and Taylor Swift together, but they had another plan.
One last question, and we're going to get you go because, you've been here all day, and we appreciate all your time. Thank you, Frankie Darcel, for letting me have some moments with you, and it's been epic. You're an amazing person.
Thank you.
It's just unbelievable. My last thought is Jason Kelce. Are you going to convince him to come back?
Well, you know what? I see what he doing in the media shoot. He gonna convince himself to come back because, hey, this love that he getting right now, you gotta enjoy it. And I know it'll be a burst of love. He say he coming back from the Eagles. They'll definitely welcome him with open arms.
Well, we can't wait to see you back on the field, and I wish you nothing but the best. And enjoy this last ride, man.
Yes, sir. I will. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. This is The Divide Live on Fox Sports The Gambler.